It's great to stay. I was singing the original song. I don't want to sing the original song at all. Let's try it again. Good morning, good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day with coffee with Karma today. So, good morning and welcome to another fun Friday episode of Coffee with Karma. I am Karma Spence, your host, and I help entrepreneurs write and publish a book in 90 days or less and then market it until they no longer want to market it, which is usually when it becomes irrelevant to their business. So, have you heard that there's a new Karate Kid movie coming out? I'm kind of excited. I actually never saw the originals, but if you grew up in the '80s, everybody knew about the Karate Kid. There were like 3 of them, 3 movies, and, Ralph Macchio is gonna be reprising his role as Danny LaRusso, and, Mr. Miyagi isn't in the film because he's probably passed on at that point, but one of my favorite actors, Jackie Chan, is gonna be playing a character in the movie, so I can't wait to see it because I just love Jackie Chan films. Even if I don't understand what language he's in, he's amazing. He's like the Gene Kelly of martial arts. I love Jackie Chan. Love Jackie Chan. Anyway, Danny LaRusso went from bullied kid to champion karate champion by using Mr. Miyagi's training, and a lot of it was about mindset. And I took a look at it, and did you I know I'm anding all over the place, aren't I? Did you know that some of the same things Miyagi taught LaRusso can be used to help you be better at your book marketing? Well, stay tuned, keep watching, because I'm going to give you 5 ways that Karate Kid mindset can help you be a better book marketer. Idea number 1, wax on and engage daily with your target market, your target audience. That means do things like this, do a live, watch for the comments in the live, comment back whenever you post in social media and your audience posts back, respond. And I like to do 2 things. I like to like or heart it depending on how I actually feel, and or sometimes how hurried I am, and then I always respond with a comment of some sort. Sometimes I continue the conversation, sometimes I just go, "Yeah, I totally agree," or I always say something because this does 2 things. It helps your, algorithm on that particular platform, and it helps you engage with that audience member and help them feel seen. I mean, I love it when somebody I've posted to actually responds back to me. Most people just like your comments and move on. But when they actually engage with you, that's when that person stands out in your mind because most people don't do that. 2, wax off. Give yourself breaks from your book marketing efforts. You do not have to go nonstop book marketing. You may have to do it for, like, pieces of time. For example, the whole month of June, I'm gonna be doing what I'm calling "Serve Up Your Book this summer," and I'm gonna be doing 3 special episodes of this podcast that are all about book marketing and are part of that event. I'm gonna be doing, a couple of Facebook Lives, a few LinkedIn Lives. I'm gonna be posting a really cool infographic. I'm doing a giveaway. Starting tomorrow, you can start entering the giveaway to win a bundle of book marketing assets or resources that's worth over $200. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited for Serve Up Your Book this summer because honestly, the reason why I wrote Serve Up Your Book was to help all the authors I know who are struggling with book marketing. It helps make I organized it into the 5 phases of book marketing and then let you know in the book which activities you need to be focusing on those phases, so you're not trying to focus on the entire book marketing buffet. It's gonna be fun, but I digress. Tip number 3, paint the fence. Make your publicity efforts multi-purpose. What that means is Whenever you're first of all, when you're creating content that is marketing your stuff, repurpose it, recycle it, put it in different formats. But also, when you're working on publicity efforts, have it do more than just one thing. So, for example, coming up in the next few months, I'm going to be starting on a PR campaign to promote my next book, The Author Switch, which is all about overcoming creative blocks as a writer, as an author. And I call it a glitch in your author switch. And I want that promotion not only to promote the book, but to promote my business and to promote the cause of writer's block is real. Because there's a lot of people out there that are trying to make you believe that it's all in your mind, that you're just lazy. That's why you're not writing, is because it's all your fault. Well, I mean, I suppose on a deeper level, it might be, but it's not necessarily intentionally your fault because writer's block is a symptom of something else. And sometimes that something else is something minor, like maybe you didn't get a good night's rest, or maybe you worked out a little bit hard and you're all ooh, ooh. But sometimes it's because you have a deep psychological wound that needs to be fixed, and your book's triggering it. So writer's block is a thing; it really is. And as long as you understand what's causing that particular instance of writer's block, you can fix it. That's my stand, and I'm going all in with a book and a PR campaign. So it's multi-purpose. Tip number 4, helicopter technique. Be adaptable and nimble to market shifts. So for example, if you've been following me, you realize that you would know that at the beginning of the year, I said, I'm going to write a book a month. But then as I started doing it, I started realizing that the market can't handle this. The market doesn't want a book a month from me. They stopped buying. Um, so I am spacing it out a little bit more. There's enough books in me right now that I want to do more than one a year, but I don't need to do one a month. And on top of that, I really just didn't have the time. But I was flexible and I adapted to what was going on in my business and in my life, and sometimes that happens and it's okay. At least that's what I keep telling myself. And tip number 5, one-handed catches. Identify easy marketing wins to build momentum. So whenever you can find an easy marketing win, just do it because what that does is it helps build momentum. So easy marketing wins could be maybe you have an opportunity to go on someone's podcast, or maybe you have a friend who's willing to post about you in their newsletter and thus get a good start on. I mean, honestly, a lot of the times my books made it to bestseller. I remember when Public Speaking Superpowers came out, I had a flu the day it launched. I was sick as a dog and I could not I just didn't have the energy to promote it as much as I needed to, and a whole bunch of friends stepped in and promoted it for me and got it up to number 2. It could go to number 1 because number 1 was a woman with her own TV show, so she had a little bit bigger following than I did, and that's some of the problem I'm having right now with Serve Up Your Book is both Alex Hormozy and Dan Kennedy launched their books at the same time I launched mine in the same categories. Oops. I got to number 3 in new releases, though. That was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, Dan Kitty's held the number 1 rank in that category for, like, 2 weeks now. Yeah, I have no hope. Not in that category. I might look at some other categories. That's another sometimes you can get a win by changing up the categories your books are in, as long as they are relevant. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna put Serve Up Your Book in cooking. 'Cause it's not a cookbook. So, just be honest, be in integrity. But when you can find when an easy marketing win comes your way, take it. So there you go. 5 Karate Kid inspired ideas to help you have a better mindset with your marketing and better book marketing efforts. And I will see you next week. Next week will be the first week of Serve Up Your Book this summer. And all 3 episodes of Coffee with Karma are already scheduled. And you can actually go to YouTube and or on Facebook. There's events on Facebook and LinkedIn and on YouTube. Go to your favorite platform, click the notify me or register or whatever that platform asks you to do so that you will be there. And okay, they are going to be at 6:30 in the morning Central, all 3 morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You may not want to be up at that time. That's okay. If you still remind yourself, click the notify on YouTube and all the other things, join, those platforms will remind you and you can catch the replay. So there you go. We'll see you next week. Ciao for now. This is Carma Spence.